Grand Rising Soul Fam, and today I'm coming on and sharing from the Quantum Human Design Activation Deck by Karen Curry Parker. Today we've been exploring Gene Key 53, which is the shadow of immaturity, the gift of expansion in the city or the divine expression of superabundance. And in the I Ching, in the Tao, this is the hexagram of development. Here in Human Design, this is the hexagram of starting. So we've been doing 22 days so far of sharing these during Venus retrograde, and we've had several up at the throat, several down at the root chakra. So we're back down at the root chakra again. And this is our starting point, which I love because today is the starting point of our book club, The Alchemy of I Love You and the Way of Namaste. So here we go. Our challenge, our opportunity while we contemplate this gate is to respond in alignment with your energy blueprint, to opportunities to get things started, to initiate the process of preparing or setting the stage for the manifestation of a dream before it becomes a reality, to learn to trust in the timing of the universe and not take charge and try to implement your own ideas while working against divine timing, to not burn out trying to complete things, to find peace as a starter and not a finisher. Our mastery opportunity is the ability to sit with inspiration and be attuned to what the inspiration wants and needs, to launch the initiation sequence for an idea and initiate it, and then let the idea follow its right course with trust in the flow. And I'm just absolutely loving this right now because I've got to say, I've got a 22-week book club journey that's being posted. The first part is being released today as recordings. And when I was starting this journey, I had every intention of starting the journey at week 1 with the week 1 story. And as I got into really deeply listening about what I'm going to be channeling, what I'm sharing, it actually came through to me to do a 7-day smoothie cleanse, so a meal cleanse for 7 days. I'm on day 3 right now. And day 3, going into the first part of the book club, Spirit has said, whoa, we're not jumping into the first story. We're actually doing an introduction week. So we're literally setting the stage. We've got the candles, we've got the flowers, we've got the altar built, we've got the divine intelligence to listen as the vision and as the little nuances come in to be shared on how we can share this in a good way. And so instead of rushing through week 1, we're actually just opening the temple today and sharing the opening prayer, the opening ceremony of lighting the candles, and then trusting that divine intelligence to continue to flow each week with more channeled wisdom that comes through. So in an unbalanced expression, this can look like reacting to the pressure to get an idea started, to feel like a failure because everything you start against right timing fails, to be afraid to start anything because of the trauma of your past failures, starting everything and never reaping the rewards of what you start. So I've got to say this, because my book club was competing against so many different schedules, it wasn't feeling like it was in divine time. So the way that I could actually honor my divine time, my time as divine, I decided, I opted to choose to record this book club and then share the recording so that anybody that wants to can find it in their own divine time. So instead of saying it's a failure because X amount of people couldn't commit to this schedule, I was actually able to be adaptable and flexible to say this actually gives me a lot more ease in how this information is transmitted. So the resiliency keys that we're looking at this week, the invitation to maybe save this, to come back to it with a journal and a pen, or just take some time to explore and contemplate what comes up for you. So when we're thinking about the gene key of starting, of expansion, of superabundance, we're asking ourselves what needs to be healed, released, aligned, or brought to our awareness for us to heal from this burnout. So if we want to start a new project, what is the energy that we can pour into the starting that doesn't have the burnout or the crash or the fatigue the last vitality key is empowerment. So what needs to be healed, released, aligned, or brought to our awareness for us to feel powerful in this situation. So instead of saying, oh no, everybody's schedule couldn't commit to this time, I can feel the power of my own time and the way that I get to come alive and the way that the inspiration gets to be channeled with me, because it's not trying to accommodate everybody else. It's actually just accommodating me and allowing that to be okay. So affirmations. I am a servant to divine inspiration. My thoughts, inspirations, and ideas set the stage for creative expansion and the potential for evolution. I take action on the ideas that present themselves to me in an aligned way. I honor all other ideas, knowing that my gift is in the spark of energy that gets things rolling when the time is right. We're in Aries season right now. This is the energy of Aries. It just flies out the gate. It begins the zodiac wheel, and sometimes it goes before it's even ready because it has the courage to learn as it goes along. While I wait for right timing, I guard my energy and charge my battery so that I'm sustainable when the time is right for action. So here are some further contemplations. Again, you may like to journal these, save these, and come back to them. Number 1, how do I feel about myself when I have an idea and then I can't get it initiated? Number 2, how do I feel when someone takes my initial idea and builds on it? Do I value what I started? Number 3, what identities and attachments do I have to being the one who starts and finishes something? Do I judge myself for not finishing something? How can I be more gentle with myself? And lastly, do I trust divine timing? How can I deepen my trust in right timing? One of the things that I find interesting about this particular gate of starting is this is in a very prominent position in President Donald Trump's Gene Key profile. So he's got the shadow of immaturity, the gift of expansion, and the divine expression of superabundance right there in his earthbound curriculum. So it's funny to see how it all plays out. Sending you so much